Well, hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Gamer Bluecast Morning Show. I'm your host, Adam Blue, 30 plus year video game enthusiast and industry analyst. And today, for December 15th, 2025, we'll run through the latest gaming news, what I've been playing, etc., etc. But we're going to start with something quick. I don't like to do this, but I'm doing it. So maybe I do. No, it's this injustice complex I have. I feel like when people are treated mean, sometimes it's like I need to back them up. I don't know. You guys let me know if I'm wrong about this. This is a problem I have. So we're going to go first. I was, on Twitter looking around and, Gene Park, journalist, gaming journalist for Washington Post, was just talking about how Resident Evil wouldn't exist without Frenchman Federico Reynals alone in the dark. And then someone followed up and said, Resident Evil is about a zombie outbreak, claiming it wouldn't exist without some French guy is the most ridiculous thing I've read today, and that's impressive, blah, blah, blah. Maybe even the way the guy came off was a little rude. But here's the truth. And it's a series of events, because then Gene Park decides to quote tweet what the guy said, and then quote with a screenshot that says, the camera that exists in Resident Evil wouldn't if it wasn't for Alone in the Dark. Not that Resident Evil wouldn't exist. So I think it's sad. Gene Park quotes this guy and says, such ignorance should be ignored too, but I couldn't resist it, such basic history. Now, I feel bad about this because Gene Park, gaming journalist for Washington Post, is calling someone ignorant for them calling Gene Park out by saying Resident Evil wouldn't exist without Alone in the Dark, when sure, maybe you could break it down and say, okay, maybe in general, he's going to the extreme, but that's just not the right way. Even if that's the case, he should not be quote tweeting and calling someone ignorant to his fan base. Gene Park is signaling to his echo chamber, this guy's ignorant, everyone, pile on him. And of course, look at all the comments, the hearts. So this person has to deal with a gaming journalist sicking people on him when he is wrong in the first place. So I only bring this up because gaming journalism is dying anyway. And Washington Post is owned personally by Jeff Bezos. Gene Park is a very non-technical. Basically, when he speaks about video games, it's the culture, and that's all that Washington Post needs. They don't need someone that gets in the weeds of games, to the point to where Gene Park just offhandedly says, oh, Resident Evil wouldn't exist. You think I'm wrong? I'm going to call you ignorant. This whole exchange is the saddest thing about talking about video games online. I hate it. And especially like Gene Park, when video game journalism really is dead and he only exists because Jeff Bezos. And so, but then you kind of still see the crap funneling, and I feel bad. Anyway, I just had to get that off my chest. So anyway, let's move on to the cool things, happy things. I hope you all had a good weekend. I certainly did. Let me pull up the screen share here. What did I play this weekend? Okay, I played Sonic Racing Cross Worlds with the wife like normal, and we're having fun. Again, we're now at the point where it's almost cheating, but in order to easily beat the rivals, we just put it on the easiest setting. We already beat the game, and now there's this where if you go through, it's, let's say there's 10 rivals, you have to beat them 3 times each. I can give you an idea, like 30. I think I told my wife 50. It's something around there. We have to play races again to then unlock this last car that you don't really need. It's just like extra. And we're having a hard time beating the rivals because these are the hardest that they could be. We put it on easy and then we can beat them. So it's like, on one hand, it's like I'm kind of done with the game. We've played 23 hours. Probably 8 of that was me going through the Grand Prix, but I did it with, so maybe 8 or less by myself, I would say. And the rest has been the wife and I, sometimes the kids. I'll get to Terminator 2D No Fate in just a second, but I want to talk about some more Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. I didn't really play that much this weekend except for last night. And again, it was one of those things where, yeah, I'm done. I got far enough, you had to go back. You get an item, an upgrade, but then you have to go back to the hub world to then install it. And then I go to the next place I need to. And then you have the new item so you can start going through things. And then I got to a point where I'm like, I'm really just following a path. I'm kind of done. So I enjoy jumping in, and for maybe 30 minutes to an hour, it's more of an exploration game. It's less about mechanics of fighting, even puzzle solving. It's more of like, oh, if I scan and saw that, or I came and saw this, oh, I can go in that way, or I can activate this. And it's fun to do that for a little bit. But it's a little too boring to do it for too long. That's the thing. There's not enough meat. There's not enough to get my neurons firing. All right, let's talk about Terminator 2D No Fate. Maybe this should be my review for Terminator 2D No Fate, although it would be better if I had like some imagery. Let's see, Terminator 2D No. And here's the other thing. If you notice, it looks a little different. I'm trying out some stuff. No, that doesn't look good. I'm trying to figure out a way where I can like easily. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. All right, a review for Terminator 2D No Fate. I want to tell you guys the truth. This is 100% in my top 5 games of 2025. And in a little bit, we'll look at my Game of the Year list. But this is a side-scrolling action game that is reminiscent of games from the Super Nintendo and Genesis, where they'd be based on IPs like movies. You know, back then there was the RoboCop vs. Terminator. There was the Terminator games. It uses the pixel graphics. There's side-scrolling action. Let me jump ahead. Awesome boss battles. Awesome controls. Each level is different enough to where there's so much variety. I'm playing one level and I'm shooting around. I'm playing another level and it's more like a brawler. And then I might play another level that has shooting, but it's more tactical. It's more about stopping to shoot and aim, but some are run and gun. You have extra items on some levels. And I beat the game, right? And then it plays through the story of Terminator 2. And either it takes some things from other Terminators or it kind of creates its own story, I guess. But basically, you're going through levels that are based on scenes and situations in the movies. And this is what I think gaming got away from and should come back to and do. Where it's like, yeah, this isn't exactly what it looked like in the movie, but it's good enough to feel like you're taking part in that. And I love how they do that. So, you know, for instance, this level we're showing here, this is more of a stealth mission. And normally I'd hate stealth missions, but this is probably my favorite mission in the whole game. The music is sick. The surprises are sick. There's a neat thing coming up I want to skip because I don't want you guys to see it. And then, yeah, there's even levels where you're in vehicles and you're avoiding obstacles and then shooting at a helicopter that's shooting you. But anyway, as you go through story mode, you come across 2 different instances where you can choose what to do next, and this gives the game 3 different endings. So I've actually gone through and played the game, the 3 different endings. Also, when you beat it, you unlock a couple more modes. You unlock an infinite mode, which I played through and I got 1,000 kills with the T800. And then there's there's like this mother, it has something to do with a mom. It's a mode where it's no continues, and it's all of the Sarah Connor levels mashed together, which is fun. So, and why do I say Game of the Year? I feel like the 2D action that we see in this game is the best 2D side-scrolling action when it comes to a game like this, when it's based on an IP and it's just run and gun, even throwing in the hand-to-hand combat. As a Metroidvania, like if this was built out as a Metroidvania, this would be the best combat for a Metroidvania. Again, even though there is a level where you actually can move foreground, background as Arnold because it's more of a brawler, that could be its own game too, a beat-em-up. A side-scroller beating up, that's in the Terminator franchise, but also make a Metroidvania with this control, because like I'm not a huge Terminator fan, but I think Terminator's awesome. I watched the second one so much. I saw it in the theaters when I was a kid. I remember seeing it with my dad in the theater and I loved it. But it's more about the gameplay and the mechanics that actually make this. And I will say the music And it could be because I'm familiar with Terminator music, but the music in this game is just so good. It's like taking the best bits of classic gaming and modern or music and and just making something that works. Um, I there's just so much good with this game because even there's a cheat menu. So once you beat it, or if I did this on stream accidentally last week, but if you go left and right on the CRT shader on and off for a bit, it unlocks the cheat menu. The cheat menu is great because then I can play through on the super hard difficulties where there's way more enemies, but would be near impossible, and allows me to just play. It has practice mode. It has an arcade mode too. So if you don't want to go through story but want to go through like arcade, no continues. This game is incredible. I want them to make more IPs in this way. I want to see an Evil Dead 2 game made like this. Because what if the cabin is multiple floors and it's really big? Yeah, that doesn't make sense, but that's what I mean in these style of 2D games. It's the experience. Run around with the chainsaw and the shotgun. There's so many other IPs. Yeah, and honestly, you could take a random IP, like let's say Time Cop. I know they made that into a game. I don't think it was very good, but you could just take that IP. Why don't you make a side-scrolling game about it? I mean, you can. So, this game's great. I even think it's worth the price. I also want to say this is the first time with a video game that I felt like I was paying for an experience outside of playing, if that makes sense. Like, when I was playing on the very hard difficulty, I turned on all the cheat codes so that I didn't die, and I just had fun going through the game, looking at the amazing graphics. The art in this is incredible. Listening to the amazing music, having fun feeling the controls. That's what makes this game fun. So anyway, that is my review of Terminator 2D No Fate. I think it's 100% worth getting. I just don't know if maybe younger generation or people that are not used to these 2D games that they would find it fun. But to me, there's so much to do, and it's so fun. And I wanted to show you guys. I've put in 6 hours and 39 minutes. I've had Metroid Prime 4 for an extra weekend, and I have less time in Metroid Prime 4. So to give you guys an idea of how much I am enjoying playing Terminator 2D No Fate, and even the achievements, I have 25 out of 32, and I am really working to get them because it is just fun to play. This game is fun. It's worth it. Oh, that was a lot of talking all of a sudden. Hey, we got Lucas Garrett in the chat. We got Midnight Hatter. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, nice t-shirt. It's that time of year. But, Steven, I don't know how much you caught of the review of Terminator 2D No Fate, but you need to play it. Even if you go in and turn on all the cheats here so you can experience the graphics, the gameplay, the music. It is a gamer's game. 100%. Okay. Yeah, Terminator 2D No Fate review. Let's move on to some news. And actually, I don't think there's any news except this correcting the timeline of gaming history. Here's Virtual Fighter 4 running on Dreamcast. I think that's funny because I always joke in my head how the timelines changed when the Dreamcast failed. It's like, okay, something happened. That was supposed to be, and then we got 9/11. So I think we're on this wrong trajectory anyway. Was that not something I should have joked about? I don't know. But um, anyway, it's just cool to see this, and it's very easy to do nowadays. If you think about it, circuitry, you could just kind of emulate circuitry to create hardware that is exactly like, that's what the FPGA is. So it gives a lot of opportunity for people that are doing homebrew to make games work on any console. I think that's really cool. Let's see. Wait, who recently worked his magic on the Dreamcast version of Dead or Alive 2 has managed. So I wonder what he did with Dead or Alive 2, because that was one of my favorite games on Dreamcast, Dead or Alive 2. Okay. So, I kind of went through all that pretty quick. One thing we're gonna try, a couple things. One, apparently that Pragmata game from Capcom had some sort of demo, but it's called Sketchbook, so I don't know what I'm actually gonna get myself into here. So let's do this real quick. And I'm sure it's not Unreal Engine, so it should run great alongside my streaming. Um, let's see. Okay, we got the first window up. What game was I playing last week that like launched so quick and I was impressed? This is a demo though. I should. And then yeah, compiling shaders. Yep, that's where we are in 2025. You would think, I remember up until like GameCube, I think was the last console where it was like there were so many little things that they were trying. Load times were the biggest one. Like, how do we reduce load times? Now that we have these disc-based games, what do we do to reduce load times? And I think the GameCube, wasn't that one of their main things? And then after that, it would be hit and miss. And with something like compiling shaders, we're just back at load times pretty much. So here's something. I remember when Pragmata came out and, people were saying, oh, this is like a Mega Man. This is actually the new Mega Man. And, I didn't really think so. I don't think anyone really thought that. It was just kind of funny. But once that Mega Man game got announced at the Game Awards, the Pragmata Twitter account was like, yep, not Mega Man. Now we can put that to rest. But not quite, right? Okay, so this is still going. So while that's still loading, let's see if there's anything else interesting. Arcade 1-Up has shut down as of Friday. This was actually reported late Friday night. And I remember hearing about this, but again, I see something on Twitter. It doesn't mean it's real. But only caught wind yesterday. Apparently, Arcade 1-Up, which has been producing novelty arcade cabinets for enthusiasts and was known for being able to produce a lot of licenses for specific properties and games that were well out of circulation officially, sent out an internal email picked up by Wario64 and Blue Sky, which stated that day was their last official day of operations. Code Mystics, in addition to working on official console and PC remasters and re-releases of stuff like SNK vs. Capcom, SVC Chaos, which is great, the recent GoldenEye remaster, and a bunch of other King of Fighters games available on PS4, Switch, and Steam, like KOF 917, blah, 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 had developed a lot of the emulated versions of games that run on these cabinets. They responded in a Reddit thread about the situation, detailing that this should be made official, should this be made official and they shut the official servers, these cabinets, Steam for online multiplayer, they had a fallback mode embedded in their Gemini online code that enabled such functions to continue without official support. The Arcade 1-Up machines that run on the net code, the Killer Instinct, Mortal Kombat will switch to that should this happen. Okay. So when it came to, I have an Arcade 1-Up. I have the Mortal Kombat Street Fighter 2 Champions Edition version that has some of the coolest versions of Street Fighter, but it has a bunch of other Capcom games. That's why I got that one. I don't use it as much recently, but I love that I have it. It's kind of in an odd spot. It's near the front of the house. If I had it in my office or something, I'd probably play it more. I like these Arcade 1-Up cabinets. The thing is, the cabinet is small, but you're kind of just getting what you pay for. Like, even when I built it, it seemed kind of cheap. But then when you put it together, it's like, well, I guess this actually does equate to what I paid for. But that being said, I would get more. So I wonder if we'll start seeing these discounted soon, or I feel like you're going to be able to recreate these very easily. Couldn't you use some online AutoCAD AI software to create a cabinet and have some company print the pieces and send them? I bet all that's going to happen pretty soon. Okay, we're going to go check on Pragmata and see how you're doing there. Let's see what's going on. Oh, compiling shaders. Okay, well, I guess we'll go back, look for some more news. Let's hit up gaming leaks and rumors. Let's see. Something with Elden Ring, talking about a new area and outfit. Assume anything is AI or fake. And that's cool. And that's like a picture. So more and more nowadays, does it make sense for leaks being done by taking pictures? I know there's something I had to do recently where something I needed on the computer was locked down by security protocols, but I was able to use my phone to take the picture. So there was nothing sensitive. It was just, it happened to fall under that. All right, let's see. Epic Games Christmas free game giveaways leaked, including Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, wow. So a lot of cool games. So Hogwarts Legacy, December 11th, Jurassic World Evolution. Let's see. Chicken Police. Sounds like a cool name for a game. Lego Batman. Wow. A lot of cool games on here. Terraria, if you happen to not own it. Mortal Kombat 11. Red Dead Redemption 2. That's a big one. Oh, look at this. The list is fake. It was deleted twice on... Huh. Well, that's funny, if that's actually true or not. Oh, it does say false here. Interesting. They have a false tag, so you could go through. So, okay, that means this Elden Ring one is false. Let's see. Skylanders false. Something about Resident Evil 9. So it's okay. I like that. I didn't realize they had this false thing. Just so I could go through and look at things that. Wow. Thinking during the TGAs all the times about like what that statue was supposed to be. All right, guys, we're back. Finally. Audio output device. It's not a TV, it's not headphones, and it's not a home theater. It's just a simple 2-speaker setup. I'll just do that. Adjust until the image on the left is barely visible. I can't even see anything. Image on the left is barely visible. Okay. Oh my gosh. It's fine. I'll mess with this later. Enter my age? What kind of data are you collecting on me? It's funny how it's like, it won't affect gameplay, but you can't change it later. That's really just data collection. That really is. It has nothing to do with the game, as they said. All right, come on. We already did some shader compilation. And go. Here we go. Pragmata sketchbook. Press any button. Let's look at this. The controls. Interesting. Aim mode. This is more my thing here. Invert vertical. Oh, camera distance. Oh, let me just stick with standard for now. All right, let's just get into this. Start game of standard is recommended for players who like action games. Yeah.
Hey, Diana! Little help here. Look out! What are you doing?
Man, these graphics. They look amazing. I love the look of Japanese developed action games. Like, there's just enough motion blur to make it look good. Oh, let me do my damage going on as I'm hitting the certain spots. Wow, this looks and runs incredible. I know it's just a demo, but usually demos can have issues. Okay.
Diana, I need your hack in here.
Oh. Oh, I see. Oh.
On it. Nope.
Ooh, I'm gonna like this. Okay. Oh man, the movement. It's like the animation of the legs moving and hitting the ground really matches with what's going on. It feels really good. Nice. Oh, I'm loving this.
Glad that's over with.
Me too.
So what were you working on there?
That's a secret.
Really like the design here. It's like astronaut aesthetic, but almost like what do you call it? Warframe. It's like a mix of that stuff. All right, some more loading, or as I like to call, low adding.
First,
I don't know.
we get the power on. Let's move.
Oh, always look behind you when you start a level. Always look. It's even in the Terminator. One of the levels in the Terminator game. You go behind. There's a continue. Okay. Oh, scan. Wow. They also know gamers like to scan the environment. So this game, like, you look at it and it's like, what is it? It's probably an amalgamation of all the fun little things you could put together in a game to make it just feel good.
Don't look now, but we got company.
You really sure you worked?
Is that not something like a hack?
This is my fault?
Wait. Dodging. Oh, nice. What?
Look out for its targeting sensor.
I just get under it and shoot it?
Incoming.
Am I not supposed to shoot that thing? I guess I can from up here. And do I have unlimited ammo? I do, but it loads. Oh, the hacking thing. I wasn't even paying attention.
Is that it?
Okay, so you need to go back and get your stuff. Oh, hold up. More stuff. Oh, repair. You hold down to repair. Okay, and that's the B button. Little boosts and dodges. That's pretty cool. Okay. Let's see, probably something we have to hack. Oh, there we go. There's the run. See, that run looks more like a real run someone would do. Oh, okay.
It's locked.
I can open it.
I mean, yeah, that's what I figured we would be doing.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled. To restore full functionality, please reboot the main power terminal on the top floor.
There we go. First one down.
So, okay. So I don't do anything here, so I guess I continue. Oh, I see. Let me try something wrong. Okay, if I hold it, that works. But if I jump and then hold, that works too. Okay. Just in case I'm in a situation where I don't know if I want to cancel out or not. Okay, that's cool. Yay! Got a new gun. Cool, it's like a shotgun. I'm a
Use
fan.
that one up close.
Big fan of shotguns. Oh, wrong way. Oh, hold up. Okay, this is where it's gonna get awesome, right?
Look out for its targeting sensor.
Oh, wrong button. There we go. Okay. Oh, wrong button. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I could have. Ah, I see.
Get some.
We did it.
Wow. Wow, this game is really
So where to?
kicking butt.
No. Try scanning. Q, there's a
All
terminal.
right, and it is 8:30. I'll probably leave soon. Let me just see what else I can do at the moment.
Emergency lockdown for this area has been disabled.
That's two.
One more to go.
Cool. Lift yourself up on ledges. Again, another cool mechanic we want to see in games. Yeah, this really feels like video game the game. Oh. Ooh, I like that, so that you can customize your hacks. And that's what I kind of did earlier, how I got to the power before the last blue thing and it still worked, but there's probably more you get out of, you know, doing it correct.
Eat us again. Damn rat in a maze.
It really doesn't like to talk.
Whatever. Let's just get this over with.
Bam! Wait, wrong gun.
Initiative.
Or not?
This frickin' thing is tough as hell.
It's way stronger than the walker.
Okay, let's do... Bam.
Jump, you.
Guess that's that.
I'm liking this. This is... If this was out right now, I would be playing this instead of Metroid Prime 4. So maybe I didn't, yeah, press the button right. Okay, there we go. Alright, let's see. Okay, is the idea I got... Okay, yeah, I can go through here, good. Because now I should... Either it's that last thing or the door. Oh, look, story.
Bots did all the work, leaving him bored to tears. And cry me a river.
Are you
Tremor
going
detected.
to, Hugh?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay,
Kinda hard to get bored keeping up with your chit-chat.
Okay, with the wider areas, I could see where I could probably adjust graphical settings to get a cleaner picture, even though it just looks and runs so good right away.
Emergency lockdown for all on-site locations has been disabled. Please complete a manual reboot of the
All right.
controller to fully restore operations.
Interesting.
All right, we made it. Now where do we find the main power terminal?
Oh, that is cool. Okay, there's just enough of... And then, was it down here? Cool. Escape hatches are checkpoints that you can turn to if incapacitated in battle. Diana must hack an escape hatch to activate it. That's cool. Let's hack it. It's a different button than before, but okay. Zzz. I mean, does that mean I activated it? Okay. Well, that's it for now, but wow. Capcom, yet again, delivers. They always do. Wow, that was... That's way what I thought. So that demo's on Steam right now if you want to check it out. I think it's really awesome. So, okay, real quick, I want to look at chat. Yeah, I see a lot of cool chat. Yeah, I saw the gameplay stream last week. No Fate is amazing. I agree. Yeah, that's cool. We're definitely a fractured timeline. Yep, Lucas Gear. That's cool. Let's see. This reminds me of that Prince of Persia where Alika disables you get. Oh yeah, we were just talking about that, Steven. That's pretty cool. How we were just talking about that, and that game kind of has that, because I do think that Prince of Persia was a little ahead of its time in regards to gaming having like dual protagonists that kind of help out. Even if you're just pressing buttons, sometimes mentally it expands the experience because you feel like you're juggling between two characters. Portrait of Ruin does a great job with that. Even in a way, Donkey Kong Bonanza, because you have Pauline on your back and there's things you can do. So anyways, I'm going to head out. That was it for today's episode. I'll be back tomorrow some more. So until then, have a good one. See y'all.